What's up, gentlemen? I'm Christian Dominguez, and welcome to Captain's Corner, Crib Edition. Come into the garage. What's up, gentlemen? It's Captain's Corner, season 16. Here, Jordan not here, dropped for personal reasons. It personally seems like his team sucked, so that's why he dropped and that's why he's not here. But let's get into it. This episode, we got some special guests. We got the #1 seed, Falcons.
Alawal Squad University.
Gospel, Team Ran, baby.
Yo, Julio, Sportsman's University.
Monkey, ahí todo.
Let's give it up to them. What's up, gentlemen? What's up?
My brother.
What's up? Welcome to the show. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show.
What's good?
All right, gentlemen. So for some that might not know, let's give a little intro who you are, how you made it to flag football, and then how you made it to Done Deal. All right, so let's start with the gracious host, Monkey, man. Let us know who
What's
you
up?
are, how you got to flag, and then how you got into Done Deal.
I'm Monkey. I don't know if most of y'all know me. I was born with a football in my hand, so I just literally as soon as I came out, playing. Bro, to be honest with you, I don't know. A lot of people don't really know. I've been playing since I was like 12 years old.
Okay.
Since when it was aired out, back all the way in Piccolo,
Yeah, right.
So I've been playing for a minute, just on and off, having kids, took time off, come back on, take time off, but I'm back now, not at my highest that I've been,
Okay.
but I can still perform, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So who do you play with outside of Done Deal?
IET Toto, you already know.
IT, love it. All right, so how did you get into Done Deal? Because I know I reached out to you a couple of times. I've seen you play. We have a lot of mutual friends, so I've seen you work. So I tried to get you in one season. I know, like you said,
I believe it was the last season or the season before that, and then I couldn't because, like I said, my son being in baseball now, and it was always every Saturday, so I gotta be there for him.
Of course.
So
that's why I was like, yeah.
And then the following season, I was like, you know what, let me try it. And I tried it, but then again, the whole season came down. And then this season, I was home chilling, I got the phone call, hello, yo, got a 10-day contract for you. I'm like, where that? So I was like, yeah, because I'm moving my son to football now, so it's not around the same time on Saturdays. So I got the phone call and I'm like, hey, you can play with Josh. I'm like, all right, whatever, And I didn't know who the team was besides just Josh until I got to them, and then I know I played with him before actually too with Devin back in the days in Red Zone. Okay. So Julio, I've seen him in Red Zone. Okay. But never really met him like that, And I've never seen that guy in my life.
All right, so this is like your first, I wouldn't say
I forgot, and Yeezy too. That's our sixth guy, right?
Yeah.
I can't forget about him,
Jeezy.
Yeah, Yeezy and Now, they couldn't be here, by the way.
Yeah, they got busted mission.
Yeah.
They're here in spirit. So what's your opinion on Done Deal? How do you like it compared to Red Zone? Like, it's different, so what's
it's a whole different ballgame. It's crazy, Obviously, first week, I don't remember these guys seeing me. I was dying out, passing out. I remember the first game, I'm like, yo, I'll step out. Like, oh, no, it's not like that. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not like that? They're like, oh, you gotta do a rotation. I'm like, bro, what is this? So that's cool. I mean, not cool, but other than that, overall, Done Deal, bro, is a dope league, man. With the whole being in it, like an NFL with a draft, and I experienced the whole draft when I did it last season. Obviously, I didn't start the season, but that was dope, being drafted and shit like that.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
And and then they get your stats and stuff like that. So it's very dope, It keeps people motivated and want to, ball out or this and that,
Yeah, man. I completely agree. It's a different Red Zone is just go play. This is like more of a community, more of a culture. You got the stats, you got the podcast, you got, the draft, the parties, the whole thing. So it adds a different, dynamic to it, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, and bro, like you don't have your like 4 top guys playing together or whatever. You have different guys or different players. So it's dope.
And it challenges you.
It does. It really does, man. It really does.
Yeah, it becomes a game of strategy.
Yeah.
You can't just be the big tall receiver or the enforcer. Here, like every drive is switches because you might be the quick guy here, but now rotation. Now I gotta be the big guy. So it's pretty dope. All right, so Julio, man, I know you. We played last year, but for those who don't know you, let them know who you are, real Julio, and how you got into Dundee.
So I'm Julio, aka Mr. Toxic. As per last episode. Nah, I'm joking. We'll get to that later with Johannes. I'll lose because I'm short. So what happened was I started playing flag since I was 11 years old. Started at Easy Sports, looking up to basically frontline altogether. Frontline, in case you don't know, Munchie and Alfredo was even like a bunch of guys that play now. Obviously, I sucked. You get better. I didn't know that they made the rusher. If you play rusher, it's because you're the worst guy on the team when you're like kids. I didn't know that, so I was proud to be a rusher. I didn't know I was the worst guy on the team. Yeah, so I go and my cousin by marriage, not by blood, is Fofi, and he's super cool. And a lot of the frontline guys will vouch for me. Fofi is a guy who was kind of like a father figure to a lot of these guys in the rec. And I knew that he played, and I knew he had a bunch of teams, so I went out there and I was like, hey, how do I get better? And he's like, oh, well, as he played quarterback, so he's like, essentially, let me tell you what bothers me when rushers do this to me. I can't stand it. So like that gave me like the baseline, right? So I was like the best worst guy, right, on all these teams out here with these youngins, and essentially. I've been playing ever since, man. I got into flag, and I went out there. Funny enough, I went to a friend's house. Like, hey, can I come over today? I'm going to play flag. I'm like, all right, come. Like back in the day, you wouldn't call, you just knock. Like you're there, and that's when I saw it, and I knew I had to get in it. I just been ever since.
Well, we played that Presidents together, right?
That was my first Top Gun experience.
Yeah, man. It was a while ago. A pretty dope team, great team.
My sensei Kevin.
Yeah.
Taught me how everything I knew. I knew a lot about rushing, and then I played with Kevin, and he taught me how to like bother elite quarterbacks, and it's like pocket sand. It's like shit that you wouldn't think of. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, man, it really opens up the game for you the way that he taught me.
Nice. All right, so all about last, man. Tell us about who you are and kind of how you made it to flag and done deal.
I've been playing, I'd say about 8-9 years.
Okay.
Pretty much started by going to squad games.
Okay.
Back when Miles was freaking, I know you know who Miles is.
Yeah.
No, that guy got squad by the year. That guy hasn't touched. But going to squad games and then ended up getting on the squad with Devin, Pat, Jordy, all those boys. Been on the squad since.
Yeah. All right, and who got you into Dundee?
Devin.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the tournaments. Yeah, the Dundee tournament. I went, baked in the sun the whole day, but I was like, yo, this shit's fun.
It is, man. Red Zone got a little stagnant, and this spices it up. Like you said, man, it motivates you. You got the stats, you got the shows, everybody's in the chat together, so it's like the constant shit talking. You feel me? And then like we're all guys. You want to swing your dick. You want to be like you're on the fucking best. So it's great. It drives the energy up.
And then this, even the recording of what you guys do, and then everybody always talking about it with somebody else, and we would see it on the chat. I'm like, oh look, they're hating on us. Yeah, so we were silent. We don't really talk on the chat and shit. But in our chat, we're like, yo, we're coming for these guys. Like, yo, forget this guy, bro. No, okay, this guy. I know Jaime, bro. He's skinny ass little dude. Talk mad shit, bro.
All right, so the quarterback. All right, the unspoken leader. I don't know if he knows how to spell unspoken, but that boy is here.
I play for Team Ram. Most of you guys know who I am. I mean, I've been playing ball since I was 5 years old, honestly. My favorite sports are like basketball and football, but I couldn't love a flag football, man. I didn't get the opportunity to play tackle football, honestly. But flag football has been my second home, honestly. And playing with Team Ram, I've been playing with Team Ram since like my 10th grade, yeah, my sophomore year, honestly. And it's been a joy, honestly.
Okay. Remember Geeked Up Rancher?
Yeah, we won a mumble.
Yeah. Geeked Up Rancher. Yeah, man, we played a lot. So
Who
got you into Thunder?
Not sure, honestly. Because I would say it was like Mikey or Johan.
Okay.
That got me in. Because I remember playing, I don't know what team it was. I know I had Enzo on my team.
Okay.
They were just the worst team, the graveyard team that year. And then after that same week, I had to play with Ant's team because I think he pulled his hand. And I played for Ant's team. And I sucked, honestly. I ain't like it. I didn't know about done deal like this.
Okay.
I was throwing the ball to Manning C the whole time. I was gassing that guy out the whole time, so I felt bad.
So for you, how is it playing, right? Going from playing with your boys in Ram to then playing with
Different
some
speed,
of these guys that you've never played with?
Different speed, and honestly, in the beginning, I was just like, damn, I have to play with these niggas. Like, I didn't know who the hell these niggas were. I mean, I knew who he was, obviously. I know Laz. I didn't know who JR was in the beginning, because obviously, I didn't know who the hell JR was, but thank God we got rid of that guy, honestly. I don't know who that guy is, honestly,
So he's Johan's brother.
Right, still don't matter. I don't know who the guy is.
So
Playing with Jesus, they're saying that he was fat, I guess, last year or something. He lost mad weight, and I'm honestly grateful for that guy, man. I think that guy is really good for a tier 6.
all right, and how is it playing? All of you, I guess this is a question for all of you. How is it playing with Al?
Fun.
Yo,
I think it's fun.
bro, it's weird. It's funny how you guys call him scrappy or whatever. He really is, like, but he balls, man. Like, and it's funny, sometimes he just comes to the huddle and goes, yo, just throw it there. And he's there.
Yeah.
He's there, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's
Yeah, I agree. He's the definition of scrappy. The guy, super athletic,
Correct.
and it's what he relies on. I played 7-on-7 with him, and he was our quarterback. This guy goes into the huddle and he goes, "Hey, everybody, just work off of each other." I was like,
It's just crazy, yeah.
"What do you mean, Al? Just what do you mean?" He said,
I
"Yeah. Everybody just go and just find the open space." And dude, that's how he plays his game. He's just like find the open space, be athletic, and
Bro, playing defense. I had to line up at corner. I'm a rusher. Like, I don't really know. I know corner, but like, I don't know corner, And he's like, all right, if you got something short, jump it. And I'm like, all right, so if they go deep, you got it? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what happens if they set too deep? Expecting him to be like, no, the other corner's going to drop back, or like some strategy. He's like,
I got it.
I'm like,
what he says.
what do you need? And then I look back, and he's there. And so I'm like, God, like, you know what I mean? Like, I become a believer.
That's how it was too, bro. In the beginning, when like the same thing,
He
bro.
made me a believer.
He's like, yo, get everything short. I got everything deep, and I go, okay. So I'm about to. He goes, I got it. And bro, I'm telling you, this guy every time proves it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's been a couple plays where he got caught, but he's there. But he's there.
For the most part, he's there.
He should be leading the picks, honestly.
Super. Yeah. Dude,
He has
super
that
athletic. Super athletic.
And he didn't push you, by the way. Let's go. You're gonna keep going.
We'll move on. Before we start getting into the playoff games and so on and so forth. All right, so before we get into the playoff pictures, Josh, I know you have a few things to say. This is a little backstory for all of you guys. Josh has been texting me since, I think, the preseason power rankings came out. And they gave the what did they give you guys? What was
The ranking?
Yeah.
They put it on the fucking bottle, man.
Yeah.
right, so
Try to.
since the preseason power rankings came out,
Right.
Josh has been hitting me up. So let everybody know, man, how you feel, bro.
Honestly, a lot of people said that I couldn't move. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that.
You couldn't do what? You couldn't do
Oh,
what?
I couldn't play defense. I couldn't run. What else? I couldn't call my own plays, right? Because supposedly my brain's right here, right? I mean, he was calling the plays for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But, yo, like, come on, man. Give me some fucking, like, some flowers or something, yo. Y'all niggas are disrespecting me too much. Look at my team. My team is off the chain. Y'all niggas don't talk about my team.
Number one though.
We're number one. We're 12-3-1, the best record. I don't know, most of you guys are gonna be saying, oh, we're gonna choke and this and that.
From the beginning.
But it's straight. We're gonna see you guys Saturday, right? I'll be waiting for all you guys. The five. Who's we waiting for?
Whoever wants it. It don't
Whoever
matter.
fucking wants it, man. We're gonna kill them. Oh no, we're gonna give them the work. That's all I know. That's all I know, man.
Anyone
Oh
else?
yeah, hold on. Hey Jordan, for that text you sent me from the beginning of the season, you said you were gonna pick me up. Look at you now, you dropped that.
Anybody else want to shout somebody out? I heard you want to say something to this Raider cat out here talking.
Bro, it's, last game or last week, whatever, they want to call a PI on me. Hey, it's because some people, they're meant to be skinny and little for life. And that guy's gonna stay little for life. Hyman. If you're hearing me or seeing me, oh, you're right here.
Oh, look at Raiders or die, baby. Raiders or die, baby. Let's fucking go, baby. We brought a Raider. We brought a Raider.
He's right here.
I ain't gonna lie, we brought a Raider over here.
We pulling upsets on Saturday. You hear me? 49ers going down. Then I'm going bird hunting. I ain't going no bird watching out here, alright? I'm going bird hunting. I'm knocking their asses down to the ground.
Hey.
Hear me out. I'm out.
Ooh, I like
Shit.
Ugly shit.
You should go eat a bird. That's what you do. Get some weight. Get some weight. Get some
I ain't
weight.
gonna lie, man. Y'all was talking shit about my dog Julio, Lash, and Jesus. Y'all said they were not good. A toxic friend of mine, supposedly.
They just said we weren't gonna come together.
Yeah, we're
And
not
the
gonna come together. Look at us now.
And the crazy part is that we come together like weird, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
most teams out there sometimes, bro, when you guys fuck up, whatever, you guys put someone down, bro. Here, bro, I swear to God, we put each other,
Yeah,
don't even
we
worry about
carry
next
each
play, next play, next play. I come from, like I said, I'm a little out too, I'm a little scrappy, but I came here and I just listened to everything, what Julio, Josh, whatever they wanted me to do, I was there. Sometimes they tell me, yo, do a hitch, and I really do a hitch. Like, yo, but maybe you should have done this. I'm like, you told me to do a hitch.
Yeah.
So but we've come together in that way, bro.
Personally, I've been a fan of you guys, scrappy. I always said it comes down to Josh and how he plays. But I think you guys played well, man.
Oh yeah, they said which Josh will come out and play too. Hold on. Yeah, they said that. But guess what? I've been performing every fucking week, right? I mean, it's
We
alright.
just been balling, bro.
How do you feel about not winning tier 3?
You give a fuck about that? Let that fucking Flacco guy. That guy's like 50 years old. I love that guy to death too, man. That guy is good. But
Nah, Flacco ball down. Hey,
Flacco ball down, but
congrats.
low key, I feel like I deserved it.
Yeah, man. I personally.
But like I said, there's a lot of what is it called? What's the word I'm looking for? A lot of a lot of dick suckers in done deal. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of dick suckers in done deal. But I respect them, it's straight though. I ain't mad at y'all. At the end of the day, what matters is that star. And honestly,
And I think that's what we all here for.
that's what we
bro.
are here
Just
for,
that
baby.
star,
We're trying to
bro.
win that star. I'm gonna blow that money on the strippers too. So it doesn't matter.
Even week one when they I think they fucked up some of our stats. I had like two touchdowns. They gave it to Yeezy, And I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck, bro. I just want to win and shut these people down. You feel me? So to be honest with you, yeah, like I said, the stats of our shit is dope. But I think we're all in here for like the win.
that shit.
And it was more like everybody didn't really believe in us. And bro, I'm telling you, like in our chat, we talk shit.
It sparked the fire.
Yeah, it really did spark a fire. In our
Man,
chat,
hold on,
we
man, they don't know about the chat. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of this shit real quick.
cause like I said, we're not in that. We don't really.
Y'all seen this, right? Look, we talk crazy up in here, man. We talk about all of y'all. Just know that all of y'all. Just know we do film here, man. We taking this shit real serious. Just let you know.
No, we are. We
We
really
taking it
are.
serious, man. We coming out Saturday, I promise you.
All right, so anyone last words? Anyone you want to call out?
It don't
Fuck
matter.
everybody.
I'm a little old school. I'm a type of guy who lets my plates on form.
Hell yeah.
He knows what he does.
All right, gentlemen. So let's get into the playoff picture. We're gonna start with the South. At number 1 with the bye, we got the Vikings. Number 2 with the bye, we got the Dolphins. At number 3, we got the Jets. Lions at 4, Panthers at 5, and Colts at 6. First game, we got Colts Jets. We got David versus Yohan. So who we got on the Colts? We have
David, Sabino, Alfarito, Daniel Gonzalez, Bozo, and Angel.
right. So we got David, Sabina, Alfarito, Zuozo, Daniel G, and then Angel. And they're going against the Jets, which is Yohan,
Yeah,
Kevin,
Ray,
Ray, Steady,
Swazzle,
Swazo,
Brandon,
Brandon.
and Ray.
Okay. So for this team, for this matchup, I think I like the Jets, man. The Jets have been playing really well. I personally think Yohan should have won MVP. I think what he did, getting
What's the
traded,
record, right?
huh?
What's the record?
He had
50? I think he got 50.
Yeah. He took the Jets that were sitting at the bottom when he got there to
Right. Because
play
he got
He was on the Eagles,
Eagles on it.
traded him, and then I think he's 7-1 since he joined the Jets.
Since I couldn't pick, obviously, Josh for MVP. Al for MVP. I picked Josh for that same reason, to have that many touchdowns with not that great receiving, squad or whatever. He balled out, Mad props to him, bro.
Yeah.
For a team like that, like you said, bro.
He's my MVP.
For a team like that, him throwing that many touchdowns, bro, mad props to him.
Yeah, man. I think he did well. Like you said, he has a team of dudes right in the middle, and every game he's doing his thing. Defensively he still does his thing. I think Ray does a great job stepping up.
For tier 6?
No, Steady.
Steady.
Steady does a great job stepping up and covering all the team's ones. Suave.
Underrated.
Huh?
Underrated.
I think so, man. I think he did a really good job. Swazo, props to that guy.
Yeah.
That guy has made leaps
Yo,
and
some
bounds.
crazy catches. I seen him. I'm like, yo, what the hell? That's crazy.
Every time I look at their game, it's him or Kevin doing some crazy
Or
stuff
Ray
that-
too.
that they have like no business doing. You're like, what?
Yeah. the
You're-
tier 6.
All right, so who do you have winning that game?
I like the Jets.
The Jets?
I ain't lie to you. I like the Colts. The only reason why I like the Colts, I feel like if David uses Angel right with Ray, I don't think Ray could. I think Ray is good again. If you're 16, he's good. But I think Angel got speed and I think he's just more athletic than him, honestly. And he gets to use them.
Angel's a little better.
I see the Colts. Going to the next round, honestly.
Okay, what do you got?
I got the Jets, man. I feel like the Colts went out in hard, but hard don't give you rings. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I think the Jets have it a little more put together. Every time I look at the Colts, they're kind of David's running around like crazy. You know what I mean? So I feel like just because of off the game plan alone, I'll go Jets.
Okay.
Bro, like I said, as much as I love Johan, bro, I think the Colts have it. I think they got a better defense.
Okay.
And like Josh said, if they use Angel how they should, they'll take that win. And I think it all depends on the rotation of their man coming out, what man coming out. And I think they got that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I said, they have a better defense, Hopefully, Mikey, the biggest mouth of the child, the league, right?
Yeah.
He needs to step it up. You know what I'm saying?
Can't
And
be on that baby crying.
Yeah.
I gotta keep crying too much.
and David just balls. You can't. That man's a baller, bro.
Yeah, David.
I'm gonna go Jets. And the biggest reason I'm gonna go Jets is Kevin Nunez. I think that's big. So
Yeah.
I think David thrives in being able to scramble, being able to move, and then that's when Angel like does really well, right? Because once David breaks, David breaks, then it's like scramble drill, and that's when
You just gotta find it.
yeah, athleticism beats him,
Right.
lets him win against tier
Correct.
6s. With Kevin, it's not gonna be so easy to scramble.
Kevin's a great rusher, man. I ain't lying. That guy.
He's not super athletic, he's not super fast, but he's super consistent.
You know, yeah.
He knows how to do it. He's not gonna do it dumb.
So I think that's the biggest thing.
Oh, Kevin, I owe you a Lambo. I don't know if you want to pick one of these. It's up to you, bro.
So I think that's the biggest thing. Also, the Colts are not too tall, and I see Swabs are just getting a lot of jump balls, man.
True there.
I don't know, man. I feel like they got speed, man.
Yeah.
That guy's name wasn't your tier 3 Alvarito.
Alvarito?
Alvarito, yeah. Like I think.
Okay. Alright, so let's move on to the next game. We got the Panthers against the Lions. Okay, 4 against 5. And the Panthers we have
Ant H,
okay.
Elolino, we have Fake Julio. We have Pimienta, new addition to the Peppers.
Okay.
We have Chris J. We have Arnold Boone, and we have Raj Miguelito.
Roger. So at H, Julio Iglesias, Chris J, Pepper, Boo, and Roger. Okay? And they're going against the Lions, which is AJ, Juju, Peanut, Revis,
Trujillo.
and Trujillo.
Clint.
No,
and,
Clint.
and Clint.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and
Peanut.
Okay.
Alright, so who do you guys have in this thing?
I like the Lions.
The Lions. I think personally this is like a scrappy game that can go either way.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is at age. The guy's super athletic, and like trying to keep up with that is very difficult.
Yeah, but
Who's a Russian?
with Peanut, he's a fat fruit.
Yeah,
That's a good rusher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Headache.
Oh.
Headache.
he is.
I got a headache.
Who's the quarterback in that?
The at age. At Hernandez.
Yeah.
He played for Masameno.
Yeah. So I like his athleticism. I do like how Peanut rushes and how he's so quick. So like I said, I think this is a toss-up. And H is a lot of big plays, but with those big plays comes big turnovers.
Yeah.
I saw him throw 3 picks in one game, but then run, 2 touchdowns the entire field.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, which it depends on what, who comes out. Is it Ant or is it the big play or is it the big turnover? And I think AJ's defense is stout enough that they'll make the turnovers. So I think it comes down to turnover battle, what Ant H can do.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a toss up. It can go either way.
And the Lions have put a couple of upsets this season, right? Against, I think the Dolphins, right? So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I got the Lions in this one. Yeah, but it could go either way, bro. It might even go to an overtime.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes. So playoff there is.
Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
It goes to overtime, and then we go on to I think they do like extra points and then all right, so we got the Jets winning and then Lions, right? So if the Jets and the Lions win, the Dolphins play the Jets, and then the Vikings play the Lions. That's what if. So we'll just talk about the teams. What do you guys think about the Dolphins? The Dolphins, we got Beaky, Chris M, Jason, Alex G, Andres, and Juan Sanchez. I think this team is great. Only concern I have with the team is Jason and Alex G both collided. Jason had stitches.
Oh, that's right.
Alex cracked his hand. So
Shit.
They were both ready to go. They were like trying to play. I think Chris
Are they
was the
playing?
one I was like, you have a gash on your head, I'm not letting you play. The other guy, they just let him go.
Are they playing?
so I don't, that's the biggest question.
Maybe they should use that helmet that Angel has.
I think this team it's good. You know, they have a good quarterback in Piki. They're a very big team.
Yeah.
Is what I noticed when I'm repping them. When they're playing defense on the whole field, it's a little difficult for them. But once they get that team in this half of the field, it's literally towers. Boom, boom, boom. You know, it's Chris and Jason and Alex, and then Piki just roaming free. You know that. It's a pretty, yeah, man. It's a pretty good defense.
And Andres isn't a bad rusher either.
No, man.
He's like just fast enough to be an issue, and
he's consistent.
And he's consistent.
He's consistent, you know, which I think is big when rushing. If you can, you know, you don't always have to get the sack, but if you get there and force him to throw early or force him to throw like passes not too comfortable with, that's when the defenders can make an interception. And I think that's what Andres does really well. Really well. So the last team, we got the Vikings. We got Fredo, right? Jerry, Norm, Ralphie, Simply, and David Davi. What do you guys think about this team? What do you guys think about Fredo coming in?
I ain't lie. Fredo coming in at for like 7-0 right now. He has a tie, I think. Wow, you count the tie.
Simply the dinosaur.
Yeah, that guy.
He's taking steroids. You guys gotta check on him, by the way.
Yeah, you guys gotta check that guy, bro.
I see him in the parking lot injecting his neck. I was like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
I ain't lie.
BDPA, commissioners,
Ernie, you already know what to do, my guy.
not a random drug test, but at least a random steroid.
Yeah.
We need some of those, all right?
Hey, Vikings, bro. I think that's the team.
It's a hard team.
That's a hard team in the league, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people were praising the Dolphins, you know, with Piki.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Piki's
I think he can run the ball.
he's a bad man. But I think going through the season, they were losing games that they shouldn't, and they were getting picked on through their weakness, or they were just, you know. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I think the Vikings are the stronger team.
Okay, so if you guys pick one team, makes it out the South, who do you got?
I like the Dolphins.
Dolphins? Vikings.
I go
Vikings?
Yeah.
So Vikings. The Falcons got you. They got you coming out of the South. That's who they want to see in the Super Bowl, right? If you see them in the Super Bowl, what do you think?
I want to see that.
I think it's gonna be a great matchup.
Well, give me a score.
I think
You versus Vikings in the Super Bowl.
4-2.
4-2? Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I definitely think that's a toss-up. I mean, I might be biased, but I think Alfredo is the real deal. I think we'll hold it back a lot of times because he wants to play with his boys. This guy will run the same play over and over again. There's nothing he can do about it.
all I need is Jerry to put a fall off.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
I'm more worried about their offense. I'm worried about their offense.
All right.
4-2, trust me.
So do you guys win in 2 or do you think you have to beat them in 3 games?
The thing is that
I'll say 3.
no, hell no. I'm not.
Talk your shit. Let them go.
The thing is that look, if I make it to the championship, I hope I do. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. There's no fucking best out of 3. There's gonna be one game, and that's it. If you want, you're gonna cry like a hoe, but that's retarded. Like, who the fuck plays best out of 3 in the Super Bowl?
Yo, do me a favor. Sit right here. I'm gonna sit right there. So you can get up and you can let everybody
You know what I mean? Like, what's the whole point of playing best out of 3? Who the fuck wants to play best out of 3?
Who came up with that, by the way?
It has to be Andres or CP for sure.
Has that been off season? I mean, sorry, every season?
I ain't mad.
Every season I played, yeah, it's been like that. The season I won it, I played against Johan in the finals, and Johan asked, he's like, hey, are you okay with just playing one game? So I think if the captains agree to one
No, they
game,
better agree to problem. I mean, like, what the fuck else you don't want to do? Like, if I win or lose, I'm happy I made it. I'm glad. I'm just wanted to, like, show people
that you're here.
I'm here.
Let them know you're here.
I'm here still, man. And, done deal, I ain't lying. It's a great league. One of the best leagues out here, bro.
All right.
If you're a champion, you can't get double digits. I don't give a fuck whether win or lose, like I said.
We're winning. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever wants it, bro, come get it, bro.
We waiting.
Vikings, Dolphins,
We waiting for all of
Colts,
them, yeah.
Jets,
All of them.
Panthers,
All of them.
Lions, come get it, man. Y'all gotta come see us. We're the number
We're
one
checking
seed
out the
right
bird and
now.
those little
So you gotta come
birds.
see
Hey, what
us.
those birds called? Oh yeah, the Ravens. Right.
The Ravens, bro.
Bro, I know you
All right,
guys.
so let's not jump. Let's already go into it since you guys already segued into it. Let's get into the North. All right, so at number 1, we got you guys, the Falcons.
Yes,
At
sir.
number 2, we got the Ravens. 3, we got the 49ers. 4, we got the Bucks. 5, we got my Giants. And at number 6, we got the Raiders. All right, so let's start off with the Raiders. We got Hyman, Alex, Drew. Who's your other guy?
Alex.
Genesis, Alex, and Manu. All right.
Raiders
Nice
and who?
little team. The Raiders are Hyman.
No, Raiders against who?
The Raiders play against the 49ers. The 49ers, we have Derek, Jeff, Derry, Ham, Harold, and Kenny. All right.
It's a
So
good
I'll
game.
let you guys do it. What do you guys think? Who do you think has this game?
It's a very good game out here.
I like the 49ers, honestly. Not even gonna lie. Fuck the Raiders, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Fuck the Raiders.
So you got the 49ers. Who you got?
The better team is definitely the 49ers. But like I told Jaime, bro, if his quarterback performs like how he should, the Raiders do, you know. Because at the end of the day, as skinny and little as Jaime is, that man's big, you know what I'm saying? He's a little big man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, shout out to him, but it's just, I think it all depends on their quarterback.
Right.
If not, man, the Niners are just gonna
Take it. Okay, what you got, Alabama?
I agree. I think a big part of that is if Drew shows up. If Drew shows up to play, the
It's a wrap.
Raiders have a legit chance to win.
And I
Which
think
they did it in week 5. So I mean, granted, it's harder.
They went 3-1, I think.
Twice, but if Drew shows up to play, they got a chance.
yeah.
I agree. I think, and Drew needs to show up on both sides of the ball
Correct.
because he is a big part of their defense, right? So when we played them, we picked on Drew on defense. Why? Because he wouldn't do his part. So our last touchdown against them was our tier 6 Mally pitching in the middle and scoring. Why? Because instead of Drew sitting in the middle and covering what he needed to cover, he was worried about covering me or double teaming Lewis, and he wasn't doing his responsibility. So I think he needs to show out on offense. You can't have stupid interceptions. You can't force the ball. And on defense, he's got to do his job, which is big. Like for I guess the upper tiers, right? We tend to try to shame or try to help our lower tiers, and that's when we get fucked.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be selfish in doing your part to be like a complete team.
Pretty much you're trying to say that you're gonna be like the Falcons, right? Because that's how we play.
That's how, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and, you know, it's
Big picks.
do your job. Do your job. Be responsible
Right, do
for
your
your
job.
job.
We missed a flag, they scored up, whatever. We keep our head up, we keep going, man. Because at the end of the day, we get a stop at the next drive again. You just never know.
So who do you have, Julio?
I'm actually, I want to say almost word for word for what Alawal said. It really just depends on Drew. If Drew comes out, for me primarily as a quarterback, if he comes out as a quarterback playing well, you guys have a solid chance. The Raiders have a solid chance. Other than that, I think the few losses that 49ers got are just because Derek kind of was just having an off game. So that's another thing. And it doesn't happen often, but that's another thing. Also, he's him and his son got to be on the same page. And if that happens,
They're a fast
the Raiders
team,
are going to have a problem.
They're a very fast team.
You know,
Yeah, I think they're very fast. And Derek likes to scramble. You know,
Next is coming to the left only.
take the big shot. So if Jan can corral him, keep him in the pocket, I think they have a really good shot. I'm actually going with the upset. I think the Raiders take this game. They come out scrappy, they come out sharp, they come out ready to play. I think they slide it up. right under them. 4-3 Raiders. That's what I got.
4-3 Raiders. I like that.
All right, so next, the next game we got Giants Bucks. So it's me,
Bucks.
we got me, Lewis, Forrest, Joel, Tommy, and Mally. Unfortunately, Tommy's dropping. He was hurt. I don't know if you guys saw last week. His knee was bothering him. But unfortunately, he has to drop. Which gets me into my next topic. DDPA, you a bunch of fucking bitches. You a bunch of hoes. Like, that shit is
Damn.
wild. That shit is dead. I think the biggest issue is biasness. You know?
Like I said, a lot of dick suckers. You don't listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening. So I think, you know, like, the biggest issue, and I think we can all agree that this is a quarterback-driven league.
Right.
A quarterback holds way more value than any other player.
Yeah.
Because that's who sets the tone, dictates your offense, like,
Yeah.
throws the ball, like, you
Yeah.
know, that's the head in charge. So I think, yes, quarterbacks are not traditionally the most athletic, but dude, you need to give them credit where credit is due. Tommy had 40 touchdowns. Tommy had one of the higher completion percentages. He only had 7 interceptions. He had 2 interceptions on defense. You know? And, you know, I've been struggling to find a replacement. They denied Matt, Victor Vega, which I agree, Matt's a little more athletic and maybe gives me a little bit more defensively. But, you know, if I give you Tommy and I give you Matt, who are you going to pick?
Right.
You're going to pick Tommy, right? Because Tommy's going to lead your offense. Tommy's going to make the completions. Tommy is the more stable quarterback. They said no. Mind you, Matt has replaced Tommy last season. Okay? I asked for Johnny Lefty from Honcho. They said he's more athletic, so he gives me more than Tommy. Mind you, Johnny takes the snap like your shit, Chris. You feel me? Like fuck, bro. You know? The guy also plays in C and B, and you know.
So what, you don't have a quarterback right now?
Nope.
I see you guys losing that honestly.
So you going into this week without a quarterback, or you don't know if you're picking somebody up?
Bobby, Christian Jackson about to come out, boy.
Kaepernick?
Yeah. So then, you know, through this bullshit with the PA, they offered me Ray Matt. They said you could pick up Ray Matt. I was like, let me look what I got. I sent some more options. They denied the more options. I said, fine, give me Ray Matt. And they denied Ray Matt.
After they offered you?
After they offered Ray Matt, they denied Ray Matt. I was like,
what the fuck is going on out there, bro?
I asked them, like, yo, what's the justification? Their justification is that Ray Matt is more mobile than Tommy. And offensively, Tommy doesn't give that much more than Ray Matt.
But they offer you. What the fuck?
Ray Matt, you know I love you. You know I give you your props when it's due. You know I go out for you. But, like, come on, dude.
Dick suckers. All of them.
You know? I also sent them Tommy and Ray Matt stats.
So,
Work. Literally the definition of equal or lesser value. Tommy led in everything. The only thing Ray Matt led Tommy in was in flag throws. What does that tell me? That they throw the ball at Ray Matt's receiver more, and that's why he has to pull the flag.
yeah.
So they offered someone, and they still denied it. So y'all a bunch of bitches.
Cheeky. You pick up Cheeky.
Yeah, right.
That guy's not coming last time.
Cheeky?
Cheeky.
Bible, they denied Ray Matt. You think they're gonna give me Cheeky?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
So you shit on it. You'll be
Oh,
lucky and you were looking at
He 8-2, huh?
Huh?
8-2, quarterback.
No, alright.
My dog got an arm. Stop saying it.
Alright, so we play the Bucks. We play Lulu, Tronky, Lavaris, Izzy, Seabass, and George Ramos.
Very good team.
Yeah, I think they're a good team. I think if we were to have Tommy, I think it would have been a little bit different. Let's see what we can do. Right now, realistically, it looks like I'm going to have to pick up an athlete and play quarterback. Obviously, I'm going to root for us. It's going to be a little bit more difficult because I haven't played quarterback all season. And now I got to come in and play quarterback playoffs. But I think if I can get an athlete, it boost our defense.
Hey, winners want the ball when the game's on the line. You feel me? That's it. Take over, man. Take over.
And that's, why I made the transition in the past to quarterback. I didn't want to because I like Tommy. I like how he runs things. I like listening to him. But
You could have picked me up.
yeah, I could have picked you up, but I had to also make some adjustments.
He didn't believe it, but that's the only reason why. He thought I was still coming off the injury and shit. But it's all good. Look where I'm at now.
You're right.
Baby. Well, look at my team, baby. We fucking 12-3-1. Damn,
One.
crazy.
You're right. I personally draft my teams defensive wise. So if you look at all my teams
I got
are
7
defensive.
picks or 6 picks.
You got 7?
No,
Six.
I'll have 7.
Yeah,
I think
7.
you
I
got
got
6, 5.
5 or 6.
Yeah, now I'll draft you next time.
I'll think about that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you're missing a player right now. Your quarterback, and like I said, the Bucks are a really good, really good team. Unfortunately, we got our ass kicked that week. But
Third week, I think it was. No, second week.
and then that's the only week we decided to change our defense.
Yeah.
Our only game, actually, not even week. Our only game we decided to change our defense, and I even brought out my son. My son, he was like, "That's it."
Yeah, man. Donkey.
Hey,
That guy just
But we got our revenge back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I think our biggest part of this team is our defense, man. And like you were saying about trusting your players, even though they're tier 6, tier 5, but we all trust each other.
Yeah, I think that's
Some flag
So,
players, too.
and like I said, we have out there, bro, and even Easy, bro. That man, he ain't the fastest, bro, but he be sacking quarterbacks, bro.
Yeah.
And he be fighting out there.
Yeah, what's up? Peña, the Sabate.
Yeah. I got lucky.
So, I mean,
But unfortunately, yeah, man. I mean,
Bucks, Giants. I obviously gonna rock with my team.
Yeah.
of course.
I'm honestly gonna go with the Bucks.
I'm going with the boom. The Bucks.
I mean, it depends on who you pick up, right? We're gonna have to see because you gotta try to make it a challenge defensively, for them. I feel like if you can get a few stops, then it's a game. But don't you that combos.
And what I would like to say is, I'm 50-50 with Lulu. Okay, it's not like he's torturing me every play. The games we played against each other. The first game we tied. He scored on me once. I picked him off in the end zone. I batted the ball. He got a big play. So, I feel like I covered him well.
Hey, I'm going with the upset.
Hey, that's my dog. That's what I wanted to hear.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Bucks.
All right, so let's talk about the 2-1. You guys are obviously at 1. So at number 2, we have the Ravens. We got Pat, Georgie, Pablo, Devin, Bird, and Gabe Sanchez. What do you guys think about this team?
It's a good squad. We played them, and we didn't play their full squad. So I mean, to be honest with you, we technically haven't really played. We played against just Devin and Devin, Pablo, and
Pat.
so yeah, Pat.
Look, I was there.
No?
You never play with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you only played them once.
One time, and they didn't have the full squad. So
And I ain't lying.
to be honest with you, I think it's a good matchup going in if we had to go and play them. But I think Devin sucks.
Okay.
And he's gonna throw picks, and those picks are gonna come from Al or me or Josh,
Okay.
maybe even Laz.
Yeah.
So I got one on him last time.
Yep.
That's your boy. You know how he's playing.
There you go.
Even though I pick up public, but yeah, I know the majority of the pick he's trying to run.
I think they're at a disadvantage to them coming into playoffs, and this is the first time they play with that full team. But I think the fact that it's Devin, Pat, Georgie, it's a
Fucking red zone team, man.
yeah, I honestly think they won out of that trade. Right?
Yeah, I don't know how that trade happened. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
to get Georgie,
I think,
come on.
but then I guess like the question comes in to like who rushes,
I think George.
right? So you want Georgie rushing and then Devin, Burt, and Gabe Sanchez playing the lead?
I want Devin back
Or
there.
do you want Burt rushing, Devin rushing with those guys playing defense?
Hey, I'm not gonna give them shit. I ain't gonna give them shit. Let them do it, whatever they want. Whoever they want in the back, whoever they want rushing, that's up to them, bro. I think, yeah, man.
I don't know, man. Denver's they could choke, honestly, man. They could choke.
What do you think, Julio?
I mean, honestly, when I look at them, I don't really look at their defense as being an issue. I think very similar to the Raiders. It's kind of like which Devin coming out, and which Drew's coming out. Because Devin balls sometimes, right? Like we had a tournament when I was a Raider. He got balling for a bit, and then it just switched. You know what I mean? Just playout happened, something else. You know what I mean? So like it really just depends which Devin comes out. Because when we played against him, like he was balling. You know what I mean? Like it was a 2-3 game, and he had no caps on his team.
Yeah, he was working on that.
So that's my concern on defense. I don't really think I feel like everybody's got a problem, everybody's got to figure it out, against us. But offensively for them, I think is where they shine. You know what I mean?
All right. So, I'm gonna ask.
Falcons.
Who do you guys think is making it out of our conference?
Falcons.
Fuck the Falcons.
All right. So we have a Vikings.
Who do you think coming out?
Obviously, I think us. But I would like to see you guys come out. I think you guys have one of the more complete teams. You guys click, you guys ride, you're strapping.
I've been killing every rush that rush.
Yeah, man, you've been doing great, bro. I can't, not you come out, you played, you made throws. You almost choked against us. You were beating us 3-0 and you let us catch up.
That's my issue right now.
But I also think what it was 3-0 and then you were like,
Yeah.
I let
and then you were like, and then you're
It wasn't just him, it was all of us. We're like, yo, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's do this. And it almost bit us in the ass. But yeah, it definitely was that,
I'm just great, honestly. Nah, just talking shit. I'm just fucking happy that we got our revenge game on everybody.
We just wake up, we piss Esselin, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so Mike, we spoke about it a little earlier. You think Vikings come out? You think you guys go out?
Right.
Josh says you win in one game. Julio said best out of 3. You guys said 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3.
I mean, whatever it is, we're winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you have as MVP of Super Bowl?
I'll probably have to give it either to Josh or
Okay. Who do you got?
I would say either Al or Julio. I mean, bro, Julio, he may be silent, but he a bad man, bro. You'd be surprised, but he has that dip. That my knee hurts every time he does that shit, man. I don't know, man. And like I said, it's just out, man, So, but it could go any way, bro. You'd be surprised, bro. Maybe Jesus or Laz, bro. Forget that shit, bro.
Take the game, bro.
All right, who do you got?
Man, just going off the last 3 weeks or so, I would say clear cut. Josh is gonna be MVP.
Nice. Josh, what you got, brother?
I got my whole team MVP, baby.
Hey, I like it.
I ain't gonna lie, my whole team's MVP, bro. Because in the beginning, like Julio said, he didn't think that we were gonna be this good. I didn't think that
You didn't think you were gonna be that good. Let's be real. You were texting me like you were like a tree.
I wanted, obviously, my favorite thing was I wanted to play with you, obviously.
You were trying to get out?
I ain't like the beginning.
No, honestly, so it was prior to you guys playing. Prior to committing to you guys. Him and I were also have been talking for weeks leading up to it. So I get it. Once he started playing with you guys, the texts weren't every day, they were like every other day.
I love $100 to Cribz, man.
Yeah. Alright, so, who do you guys think is just gonna come out or is not gonna come out to play? Like, they're just gonna wet the bed, like, kiss down their legs, not come out and play.
From any other side?
Any team.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a dope league, bro. I think everybody wants it right now. Everybody's hungry. Everybody wants to win, bro. But
There's a lot of animals coming out.
yeah, man.
There's a lot of animals coming out. They're gonna try to fucking beat all of us.
I think, hopefully he proves me wrong, but I think David might show.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the Jets, their defense, and I don't know what it is about Yohan, but when David plays Yohan, like it's not David. I don't know. Maybe it's Yohan's shiny bald ass head that throws him off or whatever. But whenever I see Yohan play David, Yohan play David, David never seems like on top of his game. So I think David's gonna wet the bed.
I would say the Vikings will keep it.
The whole Viking squad
The
is
whole
gonna
Viking squad?
I don't think the whole Viking squad. I just think like I don't know, like simply these people like they're like a tier 5 or 6, man. Yeah, these people know how to the tier 6 is fucking good. David, Davila. Like I think he's whatever, man. I ain't think he's good at all, but bro, if you get to pick on that guy on that side, bro, you gonna tell me speaking that good that guy?
You like Jesus on David Davila?
Anything.
I like
My guy scored on Derek's son.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Swear to
I
God.
swear to God. Can we get some image on that, please?
Is that why he was all scrappy and ready to
That was
rumble?
week 3 that we get the.
I don't think it's the Bengals. No.
We get the 49ers for us.
Yeah.
All right, any hot takes, anything else you want to say, anyone you want to call out again?
All
Josh, you're done. You cut off, boys.
I'm good, man.
These 3 guys. Anyone, shout out to your mom, wifey at home.
Bro, honestly, I'll say shout out to my team, bro. Because, bro, it was a funny story with our first practice. You know how you get in the huddle, getting ready to call play? You could hear a fucking pin drop. There was no noise whatsoever. Outreaches from the other side of the huddle. Yo, Julio, what's the play, bro? I'm like, yo, like what? Completely out of left field. And so I'm like, all right, bro. And then I went and I did homework, bro. And I realized the week 1 came in. I had my plays, but it was plays for my arm. And then week 2 came in and Josh started pitching in. And then week 2 was still me calling shit. But now, like week 3 and on, it's like a mix of Josh, a mix of everybody kind of pitching in and stuff. And bro, I'm just super proud of these guys. I didn't think they were gonna listen to me at all. I'm the only one without tattoos like on my team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yeah, these guys are gonna be. Nobody's gonna care. I thought you were hiding something. I want to ask because you have like this meme mug where it's like if I say the wrong thing, Mike almost got the word before. Bro, and so John, I'm just super proud of these guys, bro. We're really good listeners, and bro, even when I throw picks to Hyman on the goal line on first down, they're there to get my back, bro. But hey, don't worry about it.
We just think to them.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Shout out to your team, man. You guys did well. Proved a lot of people wrong. You guys played. I like how you guys played. It's dope. All right, gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Let's give a big shout out to Monkey, MVP Exotics. If you need a fresh ass whip, hit them up. He'll hook you up.
Yachts, cribs, cars, whatever, man.
You heard it here first. We out.
Better go, Jack.